Hello and welcome, it's Julie here, and I'm going to do an acrylic pour on this lovely gallery wrapped canvas, which meaning the deep edge. This is a 60 by 35, I believe. I have put my little pegs in the bottom, the stretcher pegs. These stretch out the canvas for you, stretcher pegs, and I've put my giant push pins in. Oh, that one's fallen out. So that's how they go in there. So that's all ready. So this is a nice one to sell. It's a gallery wrap canvas, so it's perfect for sale. So I'm going to start off with my base coat of a very pale, well, it was white and I added some turquoise to it. So I want my base coat, especially down this end, to be this colour, and I'm just going to quickly spatula it all in. Just spread it round with the spatula. I've got something in it already there, but not to worry, all be fixed up. So yeah, just a quick spread around. Just take this time to just really relax into your art session, I guess, and enjoy, for sure, enjoy. This is probably one of the most therapeutic parts I find, is spreading your paint over your canvas. What is that? Some hairy little creature or of some kind. I'm not too worried about getting the paint right down this end because I have something else planned for that end. But I'm going to hopefully leave a bit of negative space, but and do something a little bit more colourful down the one end. So you can absolutely use your gloved hands to make sure the paint is all over the sides of your canvas, and if it's not completely covered, it is something you can do after with a sponge brush. So there's no big deal about getting it all done now. So that's just one stage of this particular pour. Rightio. So that's a nice sort of easy turquoise on there. I'm going to just add a bit more along here. I'm going to blow this out, so it's not too important that I get it all level and everything, because I'm going to blow it out. So I want my composition to go that way with the colourful bit this way, so I can hang it vertical. So I've got this cyan blue that was pre-made up in here, so I'm really looking forward to using this to blow up my canvas. I'm just trying something a little different. I have a little bit more, this is kind of a dark turquoise. I can't remember the colour. I'll have a look at it. Oh, this looks more navy. Okay, it's like the green, it's like the what do I call that colour now? Dark sea. Dark sea. It must have been pre-mixed up in this. It's called the dark sea. So that's a lovely colour, but I just want to keep with the blues and maybe a bit of gold. So this is my champagne gold up here. So that champagne gold's 50% silver, 50% gold. So I really want to just keep it to those colours at the moment. I'll give it a whiz over with my heat gun, burst any air bubbles. Okey-doke. I've got my, maybe I do it, turn it this way, Oh no, maybe I won't. I'll just push it down there a little bit just to give myself a little bit room. So I'm going to blow this nicely up in nice wave, sort of feathery motion, I guess. I think that would look nice with just a few wisps going up into the top end. So this is just using a chopstick as your tool, just nice and easy. Go. Those colours are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I might turn it, push my previous work out of the way, turn it around this way for you. Just double check you can see all what's going on there. That actually looks gorgeous, gorgeous on its own, just as that particular blow, but I'm going to add a little bit more down this end now. I'm going to add some more champagne. I'm going to do my wiggly bit down here. It's just basically mixing it up a bit and add in a few different techniques on one canvas, so you don't have to just do a swipe or just do a Dutch pour or just do anything. You just can mix your techniques up. We'll have to move that further up there to give me more room. Just have to move my lovely little vases that I did previously. Okay, that gives me a little bit more room to work down here. Just pouring a bit more of that base coat on. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'll pour a bit more of this cyan blue. Where's that other blue? I think this is definitely my deep sea, which is lovely colour. So it is definitely in the green blue tones. That's my gecko that agrees with everything I'm doing. So I'm on to a winner, winner chicken dinner. I'm just gonna, I guess I better turn it around again. Yeah, going full circle this one, full circle. So I'm kind of gonna leave that top as it is. I just want to blow some of this around. Gorgeous, gorgeous. That would be perfectly acceptable and fine as it is, but like I said, I wanted to just add a few more elements to it. So I'm going to add some metallic copper. Maybe just I'm going to add a little bit of the, this one is just purple. I did add a little tiny bit of black to make it go a little bit darker, so it is a purple, and I just want that around the bottom here. Rightio. Probably just a little bit more champagne so that comes through. I'm going to use my bigger, well, it's not huge, but a balloon. It's nice and soft, so you pull the belly button through those two fingers so you've got a nice grip on it. And it's not particularly doing balloon kissing, I just want to get some nice feathery results from it. So I'll just hit it with the heat gun again. It's got some beautiful little lacing there, it's gorgeous. So just going to roll this around. So it kind of can look like feathers. You can use this to finish off the side of your canvas. Just want it to add a different element on the bottom. So just keep wiping your balloon. Yes, you can put your balloon kisses from your balloon straight onto another canvas or onto a piece of silicone sheet to peel them off and use them in another piece of art or in jewellery or whatever you do, whatever you want to do. So that's got some nice wispiness at the bottom, and it's got the dramatic sort of the gecko approves, and if he approves then it's got to be good. So that's what I'm doing with that particular balloon. I might just come in with my, this is a smaller balloon and it's just, well, it's the same size balloon, I've just put it under the water. I don't fill it any more than this because if it bursts, which I had it done before, it completely ruins your canvas. So just some pretty little decoration in there, and I might just do some little fireflies and butterflies. So I like to dip it in the darker blue, would be look more dramatic up here, I think. So very pretty. So your balloon is such a good tool to use in art, it really is, because it can create some gorgeous effects. So that's just softened up the top a wee bit, and then it definitely softens up the bigger balloon kisses down here. So that is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I like it. So in the end, it's only you as the artist that you, or you know, hobbyist, that you have to please. And if somebody buys your work, then that's a bonus, but don't stress over it. Enjoy the process, that's what it's all about. My art room anyway. Remember, your art room, your rules. So your balloon makes a really nice finish to your edge with the balloon kisses on the edge. It can just really add a nice element to your finished piece. Sometimes, you know, people don't think of doing these odd little things that I end up adding to mine, and find them helpful, so I'm happy with that. And just balloon kiss the edge basically. That is gorgeous. I'm happy. That's absolutely lovely. Either with a coat of resin or a nice gloss coating on that, or matte. That's beautiful. I'm really happy with that piece. Gorgeous. I should have done two so I could put them side by side. But I hope you enjoyed that and enjoyed my little instructions, and I hope you give it a go. And if you've never done acrylic art before, please give it a go. It's really therapeutic, fun, and so rewarding and frustrating at times, but you take the good with the bad. Until tomorrow, my lovelies, I will say cheerio for now. Please take care. Bye.